Hi guys, it's Brian here from Readiness Training Group, out here on a beautiful day at Manchester PD Range, joined by Scott from STAG ARMS. How are you?
Pleasure to be here.
We're testing some STAG ARMS rifles today. STAG was nice enough to bring some rifles, some ammo, and tell us what we're looking at today.
Okay, so we brought out a little bit of our law enforcement offerings. We have a classic duty, which is going to be our more price friendly. Still the same high quality and everything, but it doesn't have a lot of the cool features that are going to make the price go up.
Okay.
So it's more of our standard offering. It's going to have kind of like a I call it like a GI mil-spec grip and stock on it.
Okay.
It's going to have a mil-spec trigger. It's going to have a safety that is not configurable. It's just a 9-degree kind of a mil-spec safety on that. It's going to have a government profile barrel. It doesn't have the ambi charging handle. So kind of be like your entry level.
Your basic rifle.
Our basic rifle.
Okay.
And then from there, we have it's what we call our enhanced duty. The enhanced duty is going to have a Hansen profile barrel.
Okay.
It's going to have the ambidextrous breech charging handle. It's going to have a safety that is configurable, both it's ambi, so it's left and right, as well as configurable to a 60-degree throw if you would like. And there's also a nice little bevel on the trigger finger side so it doesn't interfere with your trigger finger.
I love that. That's
which
my
is
favorite.
Same here. I didn't run an ambi safety for years because I didn't like it in the way, and now this solves that problem.
It just slides right on your finger. It's perfect.
Yeah, super nice. The enhanced duty also comes with a Hyperfire RBT trigger, so an upgrade there, which that trigger has been tested 100,000 rounds through it. I mean, it's solid trigger. Yeah. It's not very light because a duty gun, you know, a lot of times it has to meet a certain poundage.
Right.
So I think it breaks right about 4.5 pounds, but it's crisp, it's predictable, it's a very good trigger, and it's going to have mag pull furniture as well. So it's just going to be an upgrade. It's all, but both of them are going to have the free floating handrail. It's a slim line, so it feels really good.
Real thin in the hand.
Yeah, and it shoots amazing. All the STAG ARMS is going to come with a transferable lifetime warranty for the life of the gun. It's going to have an infinite shot barrel guarantee. So if at some point the barrel shoots out whatever, you send it back in. If we determine it's the barrel, then we'll put a new one on there free of charge. And also, if there is an officer involved shooting, we know that weapon goes into evidence or whatever, and we will replace that weapon as well. It goes back to the officer, so the officer is back on the street and able to do his job.
Okay. I mean, so if you guys don't know, watched our review on the STAG ARMS rifles that Scott was kind enough to send us. We love these things. We have the enhanced rifles, right? Is that correct?
Yes, enhanced.
And that Hyperfire trigger is outstanding. That safety, I need them for all my rifles. That has changed me from just that one side to go into the ambi. I absolutely love that. And just like you said, right out of the box, you don't have to do anything to these rifles. And for what we're doing, which we're doing a lot of patrol work, and most of our customers, law enforcement officers doing patrol, we hit on that earlier today, that you get these basic rifles and you need to do a lot of work to them. And in a lot of departments, they want literature for that, they want paperwork, they want a paper trail. The great thing with this is right out of the box, ready to go, charging handle, all of it is just upgraded and ready to go for patrol. We absolutely love that.
Well, I appreciate that. Something I'd like to add to, both the classic duty and the enhanced duty, it comes in 10.5, 11.5, 12.5, 14.5, and 16-inch barrels. So if that's something a department wants, and because I'm seeing that too, a lot more departments are wanting to get a shorter an SBR, because now a lot more the departments are using cans as well. Also, you'll notice that we have cans out here.
Right.
So Aero Precision Lahar cans, because Aero owns STAG now,
which is incredible.
So that's awesome, because now there's a lot more options there.
Sure.
But that can is amazing, and we sell a lot of packages where it's the rifle and the can, because the can is has a very good price point. So now you put on a suppressor,
just adding,
it's still it's still relatively short, and it's easy to get in and out of the.
And I know a lot of the rifles you brought today are flat dark earth, but they all come in black as well.
Yes,
correct?
Black and FDE. Yeah.
And then one of those unique things that STAG does is the ejection port. I'll say on the wrong side, right? But for a shooter, lefty shooter, that is huge. So why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that STAG ARMS is known for. We were one of the first ones in the industry to have a left eject model. So that, I mean, and again, that's another thing that I'll get departments call up and like, hey, we have a couple of lefties, and it's no extra cost. It's the same cost.
Great.
But they have that option to get a left eject, which, as you know, if you're a lefty, man, it's kind of a big deal to not have that.
It's a huge deal.
Ammo, you know, or the round spinning in your face.
Ryan's a lefty. Ryan's got his rifle set up out here today, and guys are enjoying using it. That left ejecting rifle just solves all the problems the lefties have been having, so that's awesome. Well guys, if you want to check out our review on the STAG ARMS rifles that we've been checking out, head over to our YouTube channel. Scott, super good seeing you again.
It's great to be here.
Let's get back to shooting some
rifles.
rifles.
Sounds good.